Hey everybody, Cooper Lily 21 here, back with some more Battlefield Hardline gameplay for you. This is Blood Money on the same high tension map. This time I'm going to do a little driving around in my police cruiser, I guess it's not a cruiser, my SUV Enforcer. You'll see in the top right I have my frames at 144. I just got a 144 megahertz monitor, so pretty excited about that. And so I lowered a few of my settings on my 780 classified EVGA. I lowered some of the settings and to keep my frames at 144, and I'm recording at 60 frames right now. But anyway, I wanted to give you a few thoughts on the Hardline gameplay itself. I haven't done that yet. I did another video, but I haven't actually given my real thoughts. I think my favorite thing about this game so far is the movements are really fluid, and in that I mean you see the driving is awesome. The vehicles handle really well, and everything moves fluidly. There's not a whole lot of stuttering. There's not a whole lot of it just seems to be well optimized so far compared to Battlefield 4. And that could be because they had two separate beta offerings, one for US and one for European. So they asked you where you were from, which means that the servers have really low pings. You don't have any 300 pingers, except I guess if someone doesn't have a very good internet connection. But so there's not a whole lot of lag due to ping, or there's not a whole lot of people lagging due to the high ping, which is really great in my opinion. The other great thing is that there's no bullet deviation in the suppression. In fact, there's no suppression at all, really, compared to Battlefield 4, which is a huge difference, obviously. And it really makes a big difference in the gameplay. It just feels better, I guess. And then the other part I really like, which makes it feel like Insurgency, which I know is going to change, but I really like the small choice of weapons and gadgets in the beta. Now, obviously, they're going to add a bunch more stuff in there, but one of my least favorite things about Battlefield 4 is that it's just like overloaded with weapons and gadgets, and it's just too much. I mean, half the stuff you never want to use anyway. The only reason I use some of the weapons is because I'm trying to get 500 kills with everything. But, I mean, most of the stuff in there, like, I mean, people make it offended, but the SAR-21 assault rifle is terrible. I mean, even at long ranges, there's several guns that are better than it. So there's just too much clutter. And that's what's fun about this in Hardline in the beta stage. There's not a lot of clutter. So what do I think are the cons? I guess probably my least favorite thing is I was hoping that it would place less importance on the kill-death ratio. It's still pretty high on the list of importance as far as stats go, which make it such that the community's still gonna suck at playing the objective. That right now is my worst part about Battlefield 4. Nobody plays the objective. Everybody's worried about the KD, and it's just the community's bad. I think the community is what's killing the game right now. And I was hoping it would be different, but I don't know. It hasn't been different so far. And that just it affects the gameplay so much for me. In this match, I wasn't really playing the objective in that I'm not going to get money, but I've been protecting our vault. So in that way, it's playing the objective, obviously. Until that guy moved our spawn truck, or my truck, and pulled me off the objective. The other thing is the levolution, the screen shake from that crane going down, is obnoxious. I mean, it is obnoxious. That has to be taken out for sure. And the third thing that I like the least about the game is the helicopters are a little too powerful in that they're a little bit more difficult to be destroyed than I think should be. The worst part about it is you can't shoot the little blue pilot out. They definitely should be able to shoot him out. That was my most favorite thing about Battlefield 3, is shooting the pilot out. But anyway, if you're thinking about buying Hardline, here is my final assessment. If you think Battlefield 3 crossed with Grand Theft Auto driving, crossed with Insurgency, but not as good as any of those games on their own, that's kind of what Hardline feels to me. So check it out when you have time, if you have time. And thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and I hope to see you on the Hardline battlefield. See you later.